She just wanted to move on to her films. She hated that work was what everyone wanted to talk about. We hadn't heard anything about it until the first Voice article. That also talked about Andres Serrano's Piss Christ. You know, he'd dunked a dime store crucifix into a jar of urine. Just a pretty blatant comment on how religion is commodified and easily cheapened. Then there was a lot on Mapplethorpe's big exhibition coming up at the Corcoran in D.C. Now, he did some wild stuff, but a lot of his work was tame. A lot of that show was just pictures of flowers. And then there was Celia, who nobody had ever heard of before. Nobody told her that this senator stomped on her shit. He never reached out to her. No, we have no idea where he got menstrual blood and human feces. I mean, what the hell? There's almost no way that he saw Celia's solo show. And that NEA money wasn't even given straight to her. And she barely got any of it anyway. After the Voice article, the New York Post kept calling our apartment trying to talk to her. The Daily News, the tabloids. But none of the arts publications. The art world didn't know what the fuck was hitting them. Out of nowhere, there was Pat Robertson, the Christian Coalition. All these batshit crazy Jesus freaks were coming for the arts with their Bibles sharpened. Celia turned down nearly every reporter who called. Or, well, they'd turn her down after a few minutes. She'd only talk about her films. And when the reporters realized she wouldn't talk about the NEA crisis, they'd hang up on her and probably try calling some other artist who'd been attacked. She wouldn't comment on figure drawing. Not after the Post, anyway. The first time the Post guy called, she said she wasn't showing that series again. She said she wished she hadn't done that specific series, and he twisted it, almost making her sound apologetic for doing the piece. That really riled her up. She called this guy back, but she never got a hold of him again. So she called up the chick at the Voice, thinking she was cool, right? And Celia told her, "I do not apologize for making this work. I'm simply never commenting on it again." So the Voice writer took down that first line and ran with some headline about how Celia was taking a stand against all these people who attacked her. And that article, like every other article, used a picture from the figure drawing series. The tabloids in the Voice ran it uncensored. Tabloids obviously just wanted to sell more issues. And they did. She was absolutely everywhere for a few months. We'd watch the 700 Club on Sunday morning, and Pat fucking Robertson would mention her by name. Every religious kook in the country probably wanted to string her up. I mean, Mapplethorpe was already famous. But the funny thing is that if it wasn't for these Jesus freaks, nobody outside of New York would have ever heard of Celia Merode.